Hey guys, what's up? This is Vintage Rob 89 here, and we got a special video I want to show you. Before I jump right into it, I never expected to get the Star Wars toy line back again. But since I'm almost done with the vintage stuff, and I really wish there were some characters that they did release back in the 70s and 80s, and this being one of them, but they didn't. So I had to pick it up. I'm not going to try to pick every minor character, but this was an important one in the film. And now I'll do the introduction. So this is the Power of the Force 2 Green Series Garidian Long Snoot. And this is from 1997, so it's going to be 20 years old next year. I cannot believe that. And you know, just an overall awesome toy here. This is, in my opinion, now a classic toy. This was released by Kenner, and you can see Hasbro was starting to just jump in on them at this point. And I had this as a kid, and they are not really worth that much, and I'll get into why in a minute. But I just think down the road these are going to be worth something, and I'll get into that in a minute. So, Power of the Force 2 launched in 1995, and you know, it was kind of like the rebirth of Star Wars again. You know, 2 years down the road we would have the special editions, which I love. I don't really hate them like most people do. And Kenner did it again and got the license, and they came out with these toys. I loved them, but a lot of collectors didn't like them because of the bulkiness on the bodies and stuff. But looking back at these now, they made these pretty damn well. And I say that because it has the classic 5-point of articulation. The weapons are big, they're not tiny. The packaging is cool. I like how it gives the little stats on each character. Also, this line was the last line to have most of the classic vehicles to have electronics in them. And the only one who has survived through all of that within the past 21 years of modern Star Wars, it's not, well, yeah, it is still modern, is the Millennium Falcon, but everything else is non-electronic now. And I did have both of these vehicles on the back. I had all these figures too, and it was a good time. And I had all these figures on the back as well that you would check off. So, but we're gonna unbox him, and before I do that, there was a red series of this, and then there's the green series. These figures lasted till 2000, and it was probably because of episode 1 and all of that. But they also had variations with these cards. Some of them are worth a few $100s. I don't know any from the green series, but I know, for example, there's a Nitgo figure that goes for about like 150, 200. Also, there were releases with the foil or non-foil, and you would base them by these numbers on the back here where it says 542907 00, and if it was a 1 it would be something different, just minor packaging variations. But I didn't really care about that. I just thought these are awesome figures. You know, this was my introduction to Star Wars before the vintage. But yeah, this is what I grew up with, and these were a hell of a lot of fun to have back in 1997 and that time period. So we're gonna open them up, so bear with me for a moment. I can't flip this over, but what could I focus this on? It's gonna be really cool. Oh, whoops, sorry, I have a very sensitive desk lamp. So what we'll do is, I'll try my best. Okay, we'll focus on Indiana Jones. And look, it blocks out most of the words. So I'm going to open this up, guys. It was only $3, as you could see, and it's cheap because a lot of people, hold on, let's do this. Sorry guys, this is just me doing this. Whoops, sorry. Trying to balance that on. Okay. Wait. Let's balance it as I talk. So this was from 1997, and they still aren't popular, you know, but I like them, and I think in the next few years, if Hasbro doesn't do well with their Star Wars, these will go up, and there's a lot of them out there. I remember hearing stories in the early 2000s that they made so many Power of the Force 2 toys that they were throwing them away because they didn't know they were going to be worth anything. And, you know, with the 90s, as you guys all know, toys were very overproduced. It wasn't like the 80s where things were underproduced. But this in particular was overproduced. But this is not bad for... This is not bad for $3. And oh, I love the new plastic smell on this. And we'll stand it up. So here he is, Garidian Snoot. And I'll fix that around. Let's do that. Sorry, it's jumping here. Garidian Snoot comes with a pistol. Like, I like the size of the pistol. Like, I like everything on this. And, you know, now this is considered vintage because it's going to be 20 years old. And now toys, from what I've heard, from 1970 to anything before 1970 and to 1997 is considered vintage. So this is crazy. This is considered vintage, even though I still call it modern Star Wars because of the peg hole here. They have very small peg holes, and they're the same size as the prequel figures. So that's why I call it modern. Vintage has a much bigger peg hole for like the Jurassic Park and, you know, other toys that came out, you know, like in the early 90s. And there is a few toys that had the larger peg hole around this time. But a lot of them were going towards the smaller one, especially Star Wars. So yeah, he has a plastic cape, which I love, these durable plastic capes. The paint is very good. I love the weapon, and it's just a simple classic toy, and he's important to have because he's the one that started the whole chase in New Hope, and, you know, pushed the story forward by going to say that Han Solo and, you know, Luke and Obi-Wan were in Docking Bay 94. So, yep. Yeah. It's really cool. And R2-D2 and C-3PO, how could I forget? But anyways, this is the Garidian Snoot, Long Snoot from 1997. Definitely pick up. You could get, I mean, this is only worth $3 to $5 in the packaging from what I paid on eBay. Maybe a little bit more because of shipping, but definitely under $15. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and you know, down the road I do have some other Power of the Force 2 that I was supposed to show you guys in figures, and we'll show you them. So I'm excited to show you that. Anyway, stay tuned. Thank you.